Hello, my crafty crew. Welcome back. It's Make It Monday. As I said, welcome back in to Make It Monday. Today is episode 2. Today's episode is going to be relatively simple things, of things that you can find around your house, just items that you can repurpose, make over, or just make new items. I really enjoyed the first one. I appreciate all the kind comments. I'm going to have, I don't know how many episodes will be in this series. It may even be a permanent thing. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see as time goes on. But in today's episode, I'm going to show you my first project. Items that I'm going to need for this are a mason jar with a ring and a flat, some white spray paint, and I'm going to be using frosted glass semi-transparent finish, and I'm also going to use rub and buff. I may use other supplies, I'm not sure yet, but these are what I'm going to start off with. So first, what I'm going to do, is I'm going to take my ring, my jar. Would have loved to have had a quart jar, but I don't have any quarts, so I'm going to use this pint. And I'm going to take my paint, and I'm going to go outside and spray paint these. The wind is starting to pick up out here, so I think it's fixing to rain. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to spray paint my ring, because I don't want to get the white paint on my jar. Get the back side. And then we'll take my jar. And I'm going to spray inside the jar. Let's give the outside a spray. We have carpenter bees around here. They like to assert themselves. I think I'm going to paint this one as well, because this one looks like it's got a few runs in it. So let's go ahead and paint this one. That one got some runs in it, so I don't think I'm going to use this one. We'll let this dry, and then I'll put another layer on it. So I decided to go ahead and use this one because the other one did have a run in it. And this one does have a handle, so it'll be easier to use. This is what it looks like. So now, I think what I'll do is I have some printables that I have already printed off. I think I'll use this one. I've used this one before on that plate, but I think I'll use this. So let me put this up. Now, ahead and rip this off. If I had used the other one, and it with the raised emblem on it, I was going to use some rubbing buff and bring that out. But, like I said, it didn't turn out right, so I'm not going to even attempt to use that one. Try to get it as close as you can to the printed part. Be very careful. Like I've said before, this is extremely fragile. One little rip and it can tear it up beyond your use. Okay. Now, I'm going to take me a paintbrush. This is lay it where I want it. Okay. Now, should have opened this first. Now, let's lay this where I want it. It's kind of hard to work with this and a handle on it. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Put some Mod Podge on it. Kind of get me a baggie. Start smoothing. Mark my line at the end so I will know not to go beyond that. Smooth it out. Be very careful because you don't want to rip it. This does make it easier, but it's not 100%. Add a little bit more if we need it. So it looks like this. Now let's add a little bit of Mod Podge to the outside. Make sure you get all the edges. We don't want to take any of the frosted paint off, so try not to get it too much onto the paint. Just the edge of the image and the image itself. I would have preferred, like I said, the other one, but sometimes our best laid plans go awry. By the way, I'm going to tell you something that I didn't know till the other day. If you're using a heat source to dry paint, don't put it close to what you're drying, because that heats up the paint and will cause the paint to become liquid again. Hold it farther away, and that will blow the warm air, and that will dry it. Farther to dry, closer to melt. I learned that the other day. So now, I think I'll take my rubbing buff and just go along the edge of the rim. I guess you all have guessed that this will be going in my bedroom. I'm giving it a little bit of gold accents ever so often. I'll show you what it looks like. Almost make it look marble. Now, let's give this a dry. Let's bring out some accents on these roses. Just a little bit of gold hue to them. And I will show you what it looks like. This one, a little bit of gold on the roses. Now for the leaves, just a little bit. Okay, don't know how well you can see it, but that's what it looks like. Now, I'm going to take me some tissue. Don't think I'll take it all. I'll just use this to refill it. Let's grab some. We don't want it too tight in there or it won't come out. All right, now, I actually found this, which is the top side to a spill ribbon. So I'm just going to trace this and use this. It already has the hole. And it shouldn't collapse on itself. Like I've said before on here, we learn as we go. I made the hole bigger, so it's coming out a lot easier now. So there you have it. For my next project, I have this candlestick that used to have a glazed dome on it that broke, so I just saved the candlestick. And I have this planter. Let me wipe this out. I've had both of these in my stash for a while. But while I'm waiting for my hot glue to heat up, I'm going to take you guessed it, rubbing buff. And I'm just going to, first, let me clean this pretty good. Make sure there's nothing on it. So let's do the gold. And I'll go over that with a little bit of gold. Just hitting the high spots. If you get to it quickly enough, you can wipe it off. But you have to get to it pretty quick. Just go along the edges of this. Be careful where you touch it. And it will wipe off if you get to it quickly enough. Don't know if this will show, but I'm still going to go ahead and do it. Now let's put a little bit on this. Let's take the price tag off. I only gave 99 cents for this little planter. Not bad. Been a while. I think Goodwill has raised their prices since then. Put a little bit of gold on this just to make them cohesive. I'll get all the high spots. Touch it up again if you go over it with an alcohol wipe, because it will take it up, like I said. Maybe places that you don't even want it to take it up. All right. Now, as you all know, I like to use double adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put scattered super glue. Then I'm going to put hot glue just to give it an instant hold, and the other will give it a permanent hold. There's a planter. As I have, let me raise you guys up just a tad. Some greenery. That I'm going to place inside. Just like that. Have this in there, and I'm going to take this fern that I got at Dollar Tree. Let's cut these apart. It may not take all of both of these, but we'll see. Okay. There we have it. Very, very, very simple. Someone mentioned that they wanted to see what this looked like on my front porch. So here is what it looks like. This is the magazine rack that I had made over into a planter. And that's what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed these two simple crafts that I showed you today. A tissue dispenser and a pedestal planter. They were very, very easy to do. Like, you don't have to go my route, just go whatever route that you want to do. Let me know if you want me to continue this series of Make It Mondays, and that's what I would like to do, is the Make It Mondays, and then I'm going to do the What's for Dinner Wednesdays and Free for All Fridays, which will be everything. So I'm glad you guys come in and spent the day with me today. I'm glad we got to do a few crafts together. Come back and see me again. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to hit that notification button, and to share this video. Like I have said, it really, really helps me build my channel, and I love reaching new people and talking to new people. So until next time, my crafty crew, come back and see me. Bye.